out. Of course, you know, he's a smaller character.
Yeah.
He can whistle through like a lot of Joker's like strings if Joker isn't like super on the money. And I'm curious to know how Joker's counter interacts with having Pikmin stuck on him. And I
Builds a meter.
Okay, that's what I assume. It was just like gonna keep building meter. But
Yeah.
I guess we'll find out shortly.
I mean, I don't expect Ravenking to really kind of go for that. Unless it's like a purple, and then he might actually go for it just because it's going to build up a lot. But like in this type of situation, it's almost, I feel like it's better to just not take all the additional damage just to get Arsene. Because I think the Buzz will just kind of get you Arsene anyway because he's going to put on a lot of damage.
Yeah, as we saw, getting the first combo string of the match with the white Pikmin on deck is super unfortunate for Ravenking.
Yeah.
128 to 31. Dabuz looking really solid. And honestly, even though Joker's Arsene back here is a huge threat, if Dabuz is playing careful around Whistle, with Whistle, I think he can actually mitigate a lot of edge guard situations.
Did you see how Dabuz mitigated Arsene there, though? Just kept throwing those Pikmin, said, hey, listen, I'm not going to engage, because Ravenking hasn't really done a really good job so far of getting these Pikmin off him, which is why he got Arsene so fast, but it's also why he lost Arsene so fast.
Exactly. All right, another big combo coming out of Dabuz. We see the up smash, down throw fair. Already got Ravenking lapped to percent. Ravenking really struggling to like find any kind of confirm.
Yeah, this is definitely a bit rough right now. It could be a bit of the, you know, I'm fighting our top player, like nervousness. Because like, again, as much as we've talked about how Ravenking's made some strides to like, you know, his mental, you know, doing a lot better, not taking things quite as hard, you can still get nervous when you're fighting a player like Dabuz.
Yeah, I mean, Dabuz has obviously been one of the best in the world, not only Brawl, but also for an Ultimate. Just a super seasoned, super researched player. So yeah, Ravenking's definitely got a lot of work ahead of him. Now we're in the Myron zone, double purple. You're already way down in percent, you're at 120. This is really, really tough for Ravenking.
Yeah. Yeah, this is not looking good at all. 133, you've only gotten 72. Yeah, this is definitely looking a little bit tough here.
He's got to find some. So Joker controls ground space really well, but against Olimar, that feels like kind of a non-factor. Like dash attack's working out okay, but other than that, if Dabuz is trying to trade with you or even just sticking anything out while you're running towards him, you're not going to win that exchange.
Yeah. I mean, I want to see him kind of do one more game because, like, I'm gonna chalk this first game up to like he needs to grab a lot of data, you know. And again, against a player like Dabuz, data goes such a long way, man. Because this guy has got pockets that run for days, not with characters, but with just knowledge, right? So it's definitely going to be a big learning curve here. But I hope he sticks with Joker at least one more game. But I wouldn't be surprised if we get to a game 3 and, you know, he's down 2-0. We see Knight come out just to try and change some things up.
Now, even though Arsene hasn't been as scary as it could, the Arsene side B has been looking really good, especially all the multi-hits. That seems like it's a pretty solid option for clearing the Pikmin away.
Yeah.
But that's what I was talking about.
Wow.
You can't get those big strings. There's so many multi-hits in Joker's combos. If you can just super armor through one of them, you can get reversal and just explode.
Yeah, that was actually crazy. But, I mean, Dabuz's been doing this for a long, long time.
Arsene already out.
Yep.
Ravenking only at 50%. Took so much damage, especially with that purple Pikmin. And Dabuz's Pikmin management has been like as good as it could possibly be. It's always like the best possible Pikmin for every scenario that's happened this game.
Oh yeah, it's actually kind of insane. I mean, and that's like the one thing that I think is super hard about Olimar, but also I play a cat who I just press side B and I think it's funny. It's being able to know like the order of your Pikmin, especially with how fast he moves around, how small he is, how small the Pikmin are. I feel like you can get lost in like what Pikmin do you have up next in some of those scenarios, and he's just always on top of it, man. So honestly, great stuff from Dabuz. A strong two-stock to get started.
Yeah, and that was a grimy kill confirm right there too. I've never seen down tilt not only hit from above the platform, but confirming that up air like that. That was really really rough for Ravenking.
Yes.
Joker being a little bit of a taller character too. I'm sure a lot of characters wouldn't have got hit by that, but that's a knowledge check I don't think I knew. I don't know if you knew that one, but
yeah.
that's a hard start.
You know what? I'm saying it though, like I do want him to stick with Joker one more time, but if Ike comes out, like you do slow the pace of the game. I know Ike is not a good character. I thought he was going to come out of like the pandemic. You know, he got a couple solid buffs. I'm like, all right, this character's going to be pretty solid, and he's still kind of booty. Like let's be real here. But with how much space he can control and how slow he can make the game, these huge disjoints he has, maybe not the worst play here.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely someone that would have a much easier time getting the Pikmin off him. He's a lot more likely to win those air-to-air exchanges, but right now we're not going to see that. We're still seeing him commit to the Joker. Maybe wants to see if he can figure something out, but that game one was really, really solid.
I do like the fact that he's sticking with Joker here, though. I think this is still the right play. This character is much better for Ike and is one of the best characters in the game for a lot of very solid reasons. did you see how disjointed that yellow Pikmin was?
Yeah.
That was so stupid looking.
Oh no, Ravenking looking down the barrel of a zero death finally finds his way down with the arson gunshots. Only getting 9% in one straight hit though. Dabuz is playing fantastic. 125% and we're only like 10 seconds into the match.
There we go. Big back air. Again, dude, he's leaving that white Pikmin on there. Like, dude, I get it. You want to try and keep the pressure on, but it's already been hard. You've already seen how difficult it is to keep the pressure onto Dabuz. Reset, get that Pikmin off. You don't allow him any more free additional damage.
Especially if he's only at like 20%, because it's not like the back air would have given him the stock. He would need 5 or 6 more at that point, so. Yeah.
And I kind of get the game plan that Ravenking's going for. I don't have to worry about the Pikmin if I'm getting these hits, but you're not really getting these hits quite yet. Reset the neutral, get your onesies, twosies.
Ooh!
Oh, but that was fantastic.
I have never seen that before. Single gunshot and a runoff forward air. Excellent play from Ravenking, taking advantage of all A, the extra rage he has, and B, the fact that we're on town and city. That was really clutch. The Buzz dying at only like 75%.
All right, so this is exactly what I wanted to see, though. But that's one thing I actually really like about Ravenking is his gunplay with Joker is honestly kind of unmatched. He does some really crazy stuff every once in a while.
Yeah, I've never seen that confirmed.
Have you ever seen that one clip? I think he was fighting Tweak when Sephiroth came out, and he actually gunned like while he was recovering and just kept hitting him with like single shot gun all the way down to the blast zone, and then he recovered.
Oh my god!
Yeah, it was super crazy. I think it was Tweak. It was gross though.
That sounds awesome. I have to look that up. All right, double dash attack. He's starting to find some way to approach on the ground. Dash attack being like the main one. The Buzz, I don't think he's necessarily ready. Yeah. Ravenking's kind of just like hanging out at short hop height, trying to find approaches there. But he's fighting back. He's doing really good the second game. This is a big turnaround from what we saw before.
And that's what we needed. We needed to see that data, that little bit of a download to try and turn things around here. But we got that double purple on deck here. Listen, I know you got a counter. All right, you better find a way to catch the Buzz slipping, make him pay for it.
Yeah, that's pretty much just the free edge guard. Arson, of course, has no hitbox. The Buzz taking full advantage, getting that forward air, and getting a lot of damage right off the Angel platform once again.
I mean, leaving the Pikmin on has gotten him Arsene very fast, but I still feel like he's just taking way too much damage.
It hasn't really been the reason he's taken into the stock so far either.
Yeah.
It can be, but it just hasn't been yet. And he might die right here. All right, he's going to send him back out. Arson's gone, so he has a better recovery option. That was really clutch, because if he had to do that same recovery, he was for sure going to lose that round.
Yep. All right, I like that. Tried to go for the forward air one into the drag down, up air, down smash. Just barely missing out on that, though. Look at that, man. That gun recovery, you don't see that too often, but he's living here.
Yeah, this just looks like a really hard Joker matchup. I don't say that very often, but this definitely seems like not very favorable.
That Pikmin toss was kind of weird with the purple. It kind of like just slid across the stage.
Was it supposed to like fall down, you think?
I feel like maybe it's because of the fact that it's got the slanted edges that it just kind of goes wee. But I don't know.
If that worked as an edge guard, I would have popped off though, because that would have been insane.
Yeah, no, for sure. And you can see Ravenking, he's a little bit frustrated here, but I do think stick with Joker. It looked a lot better that game. You can use this next game here to try and really turn things around. Like, I know we talked about Ike a little bit, mostly me, but like, because I think the bad things, right? You're like, no, Ike's obviously a bad. Why would I bring that up for Ravenking? Why would I curse him with that?
I mean, in this matchup, it's probably a better matchup. It's just a worse character.
Yeah.
So, you know.
3, 2, 1, go!
All right. Well, here we go. And getting the color change, too, so maybe this will help a little bit.
Maybe it will. He's okay. Now it's getting dicey. You see him trying to get the Pikmin off with the back air, but the hitbox just doesn't cover it.
Like, all I'm saying is, like, if you're gonna like allow the Pikmin to hit you, disengage, throw up that what's that called, what the guard called or whatever, Rebel Guard. Yeah, just go with that. Just let the damage build up, get your R's even faster, and then when you do the counter hit move because they're hitting you, you'll actually probably just knock the Pikmin right off.
Wow, the Buzz is getting so much mileage out of these down tilt confirms this set. As we're seeing it once again, getting the 2-frame into a free forward air, just barely going to survive it from Ravenking's side. Can he make it back to the stage? Yes, doesn't take the bait, doesn't go to the center, kind of like retains his position, able to make it back, but can he actually get anything going? Barely living that purple back air.
Yep. It's crazy that everything about Joker gets better when Arsene is out except the recovery. It's just infinitely worse.
So much worse.
But
so
tether recoveries are also just really, really good.
Yeah, best they've ever been for sure. Great down smash from the Buzz. Double purple and a yellow, that's really rough. Oh, and this is going to be so much damage. This is like the third time I've seen like Ravenking like run in and just get hit with that up smash.
Yeah.
Not even out of shield. It's just like Dabuz just kind of like going for it.
Yep.
Shield is low too. This is rough stuff.
For sure. Throwing out those purples. Yep, I like that. Getting rid of all the Pikmin and actually throwing a couple on stage, right? So they can try to come back to him as he runs to the other side. Honestly, an incredibly smart recovery.
Yeah. A good effort. Ravenking was able to snuff it out, but he's still way down in both percent and momentum.
Yep. I like that. Being a little bit more patient here.
One thing I haven't seen, he hasn't made an attempt to like kill the Pikmin when they're on the ground. Like when the side Bs are whipping.
Yeah.
Joker has really good frame data. Maybe he could find something like a down tilt or something like that to at least like stop Dabuz from getting so comfortable with side B. Oh, okay, that time he shot in the face. He said, "I'm fed up. I've had enough of this buffoonery." But it wasn't enough to kill him.
He literally shot him right in the face.
He said, "You know what? I heard you was talking. I heard you was talking mess."
And the funniest part is the blue Pikmin just kind of went, "Oh, all right." Like, all right then.
He said, "So that's what we doing?" Wow.
Yeah, you could have just said, "Hey, no." Like,
wow.
please no.
We don't do conflict resolution no more? Wow. No 12 steps?
Either way, though, Ravenking's looking a little bit better here, right? He actually, like, sitting on that platform, he actually just kind of slowed the game down. He's waiting for Dabuz to kind of go for something before he responds. That one was a little bit rough there. I know some players can just get really jump happy, and I think that's just the case there for Ravenking.
Now, this match is closer than the first two have been. Okay, he really cannot get that Pikmin off him. I feel like neutral air might be the answer.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Just
but
down to
something, yeah.
another great recovery there.
Yeah. Ravenking trying to find the fair one combos. He finally gets it. Dragged down on the down smash. We have stocks even. He's at lowest percent, and Arson is already halfway here. This could be a big turnaround for Ravenking if he gets a little bit more momentum.
Yes, and that's already a big down smash. Look at, he's already at Arsen. Here comes Dad. And now this could be huge. Dabuz gonna play very passive here. Nothing new for any Dabuz players or Dabuz fans to see. I don't know why I said Dabuz players.
Well, you know, for the one Dabuz player.
I mean, there is only one Rosalina, so you're basically playing Dabuz at that point.
True, you really are. You really are. Has he done a Rosa cosplay yet?
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure. That might have been a sub goal during pandemic. I feel like everybody had something crazy going on.
Ravenking could have extended that with dash attack, but was just shy off the mark. He really needed that confirmed. If he can force Dabuz off stage, he can actually secure this game, even at a tender 54%. We saw him kill around this percent earlier in game 2, but he's just really struggling. Great Pikmin layout for Dabuz. Again, not really challenging him on the ground. I know it's risk heavy when your percentage is high, but Dabuz just feels way too comfortable in this matchup. That's it.
Yep.
Yeah.
It is what it is. You could tell Ravenking's a little frustrated, but he played a lot better in that game 3. So honestly, not bad. I know he was actually warming up with Esam earlier too, just trying to get probably as much like top player practice as possible. But honestly, I think he was adapting really well. Every game he got a little bit better. Game 3 came down to the wire. It's just sometimes you got to recognize Dabuz is Dabuz is that guy. Yeah, dude,
he's him.
He's been a top player in Smash Bros for like 15 plus years.
Yeah.
Like, you got to just deal with it sometimes.
And I think Ravenking